on YouTube? A-Train here, bringing you a live com. Let's go ahead and just call it that. I was just saying my first live com, my second live com. I haven't done one in a long time. And it is over the new map, Miami Strike. Running an MP5. We'll see how that goes because I haven't ran an MP5 since Modern Warfare, to be honest. But I did say I wanted to do more live comms like this, and we're basically just gonna see how this goes. I have played this map I think one more other time, just to run through it and see what was like new about it, what was going on. So pretty good map. I mean, I don't mind it. There are a lot of these little like little areas where people can get like tucked in, or like for instance right here, like there's a lot of areas where they can like hide and peek behind the little tents and stuff. So it's gonna be a little bit to get used to, but I think as I play it more, I'll start learning where the hard points rotate and figuring out where people hide and people sit and stuff like that. So I think my only beef right now with the MP5 is that it runs out of ammo pretty quick, because it does shoot quicker, but it also it also it reloads really slow, like super slow. So I do need to get I don't know if I want to throw on like a different mag, or if I want to just go ahead and ride with it and see what happens. But I did say at the beginning I haven't used the MP5 since Modern Warfare, and that was a complete lie because I do have a diamond. So I was using it when I was trying to get my subs diamond for sure. But I think the next question for this map is going to be, can it be used in competitive? Like, do the pros think that this is something that can be viable in competitive? I have heard a couple pros say that it is possible to be viable for like search, but the bombs might be too close together. Yeah, bomb sites. Which I haven't played search on it, so I'm not exactly sure what they were talking about yet. So I will have to go back and see. My main team that I watch, as you can see with all the stuff that I have on, is Optic, and they haven't been streaming their scrims as of lately, so I don't know what the consensus is about it. But I did hear that Scump was talking about them playing on the pre-patch still. So they're not going to update until after the major, apparently. So I guess once they update and start to get like a feel for the new meta, then they'll be able to see if they can actually play this map on the with the new patch and everything. Yeah, I really do like the new MP5. I didn't use it enough to actually like know how good it was pre-patch, but it doesn't seem too bad right now. And the last time I used it, it was actually pretty good too. So if I go based off of just those two, judging it off those two things, it's pretty good. I mean, I can't really complain about it. I don't think it's better than the AK-74U though. Like overall, I think this gun is for if you're pressing, you're pushing up on people and getting really like up in their face. I think it's really good. It's a real good transition. The iron sight is familiar, especially if you did play Modern Warfare. So it's a little bit smaller than the one that was on Modern Warfare, but I think that was the reason why I picked it up too and was doing pretty good with it, because I am so used to the MP5 on or was so used to it. I played so many hours of Modern Warfare that I just got really used to the iron sight. So this guy go? He was just kind of sitting out chilling right there in the corner. I think this map is kind of small though. I think it would be kind of small for I guess you can compare it kind of to like, man, what, I don't know what map's kind of small on this game, because a lot of the maps are pretty big. They're pretty big, and they don't really have a lot of you kind of have to force it to be a little bit longer range, or not longer range, force it to be kind of up close and personal with the points. But I think of what map it's more closer to, being that it is a little bit more, it's like one of those things that it's smaller but it's cluttered. So and maybe it might not be that small at all, like it might be a pretty decent sized map, but with it being like all this, like these tents and the trucks in the way and everything, there's just, it's so much clutter that it's a little bit, maybe it seems a little bit smaller than it actually is. I don't know exactly what I was thinking that it was theirs and it was not. It's actually ours. Oh, oh. I probably will after this game too go over my settings, what I use. It's actually kind of standard for the most part. I am on I do play on dynamic, which I know I've seen some I kind of try to keep the I try to keep my like configuration as close to pros as possible. I kind of try to use anything that's not GA'd or that is GA'd, and if it's banned I try not to use it either. I kind of just try to keep that meta in my public matches, because I don't play a lot of I do play a lot of pubs. I don't play league play a whole lot, so that's my challenge to myself, is try to use anything that basically pro settings, pro configurations, pro setups, just to try to, I mean, you go into some of these matches and you see the task force barrel and some of that on the AK and the different things like that. So I try to keep mine out of that. I try to keep everything to the book, to the code that I've had all, I mean, since I've been playing Call of Duty. I've been trying to do that. So, but yeah, it's one of those like just conscious things that I try to do. So that was a good match though. That was a good 250 to 93. Let's see what we got with 250 to 93 with 5,000, almost 6k damage, 42 eliminations, 13 deaths. Again, that's always skewed because of the whole forgot what they call it, but the assist count as kills as well. Eliminations is assist and kills together, so most people do know that. But so if I go through my settings here real quick to end the video, I basically run a 6.6 1 just regular zoom, and then a 1.1 high zoom. I don't snipe very often, but 1.1 and 1.2 is kind of what I go back and forth for. I do use a PS4 controller, so I run tactical flipped and with a dynamic response curve. I use a Battle Beaver controller, and I do not have vibrations. Like, I don't have the rumble packs or whatever they're called actually inside the controller, so it's just more comfortable for me to use it that way. And yeah, I don't use auto text or auto tac sprint in Modern Warfare, but I don't use auto sprint, and that's my threshold. $4.99 for new controllers, and that's about it for the controller configuration. Again, since I do run all of my stuff based off what Optic runs, so I don't have any pre-patch guns configured yet. So, or I guess you would call it post-patch guns configured, because they are playing on the old patch up until the major. So right now I'm running, I have the Krig, the standard formal Krig that he was running, that he should be running now up until the major. Again, maybe he changed some stuff along the way, but this is basically what he was running. The last event, about, I think the when I set this up, it was probably like three or 4 weeks ago. So that's his assault rifle. The Diamatti for secondary, I kind of just set this up however I configured it my own. I haven't really found anybody that has a Diamatti class. Oh, I know they use it, but I haven't found one that they've showcased, because it's really just about the main weapon. We got Dashi's XM4. Again, this is based off of whenever the XM4 was not GA'd. So I really haven't used this a whole lot, but I have it there just in case. Dashi's QBZ. Scump's AK-74U, and this was again before the patch and everything. So this is whenever they GA'd the muzzle, the 5.45 muzzle brake. So it's just 4 attachments. And Dashi AK, I don't use this at all, but this is whenever he was running the AK for a little bit in the very beginning of the game, before they had GA'd anything really. So that's or banned these guns, the guns and attachments out of the game. So I just always left it, just haven't messed with it. I was testing out the Milano on this one, so it's not really, it's just something I normally throw the same attachments on all the subs, so that's just basically what that is. Nothing too crazy. This is the MP5 class I was just using. Again, being that it is a submachine gun, I do run the muzzle brake, the extended speed grip, elastic, and Raider stock, just as a standard setup. Before they actually banned sniping, this is how I had, or banned snipers from the league, I basically was using this one as well. Dashi was using on this sniper before, so. But that's about it. That's my classes, that's my settings. So I do want to start doing live comms more often in certain maps, especially like the newer maps, like Miami Strike being that is a newer map. Anytime they ever drop like new maps or do any 24/7 playlists like this one, I'll probably do more often than not. So appreciate y'all for stopping by. Much love to y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what I need to do to fix these live comms if there is anything, and catch you guys on the next one. Later.